Craving that warm storybook feeling for your holiday home? Our Cottage Christmas decor ideas bring coziness front and center, wrapping every corner in charm. Think soft lights, natural touches, and a sense of cheer that never feels fussy or stiff. Why settle for ordinary decorations when simple, homey details set the perfect mood? Whether you live in a country cottage or a city flat, these ideas will help you create a space that feels inviting, festive, and wonderfully relaxed. Imagine soft pine cone garlands draped over a weathered mantle, their textured shapes catching the glow of fairy lights. This quick project uses natural materials and a strand of warm lights to create a cozy, inviting look. Gather pine cones from a local park or your backyard, nature's free holiday ornaments. Fairy lights add a gentle sparkle, turning even a plain stone mantle into a Christmas highlight. The best part? It's easy to swap out pine cones for dried orange slices or berries if you're feeling adventurous. Just be mindful, too many lights can overpower the rustic charm. Keep it simple for maximum warmth. Mismatched vintage stockings hung from a thick wooden beam create instant charm. Each stocking tells a different story, some with faded velvet, others with quirky embroidery. Why settle for identical decorations when mixing patterns and textures sparks nostalgia? Embrace imperfections. They add character and warmth to your holiday scene. Guests will notice the playful mix and likely ask about each stocking's history. Don't stress about finding perfect matches at antique shops or flea markets. Grab what catches your eye. Layer in a few sprigs of greenery or rustic bells for a finishing touch that feels both homey and festive. Why settle for a plain holiday table when a miniature gingerbread village can steal the spotlight? Arrange tiny houses, candy fences, and powdered sugar snow on a rustic wooden tray. The sweet aroma alone invites guests to linger and chat, making every meal feel like a festive gathering. Building your own village isn't rocket science. Use graham crackers if baking isn't your thing. Add colorful candies, dried cranberries, or sprigs of rosemary for a woodland touch. The only shortcoming? Someone might eat your masterpiece before dinner's done. But isn't that part of the fun? Imagine curling up with a book as gentle candlelight flickers nearby. A snug reading nook, draped in plaid throws, instantly brings warmth. Woodland-themed Christmas pillows add a playful touch. Think foxes, pine trees, or reindeer. It's easy to create, and guests will feel the inviting atmosphere straight away. Practical tip: choose battery-operated candles for safety. Mix textures, soft knits, rustic wood, and fuzzy pillows to keep things interesting. While plaid can sometimes feel overdone, pairing it with woodland prints keeps the look fresh. Who wouldn't want to spend an evening lost in a cozy nook like this? An antique sled beside the front door sends a nostalgic welcome. Add evergreen branches and clusters of red berries for a dash of holiday cheer. Guests immediately sense warmth and tradition. This simple touch encourages smiles and sparks memories of snowy days and laughter. No assembly required, just genuine charm. However, old sleds may show their age. If the paint is chipped or wood is splintered, consider a quick sanding or a coat of weather-resistant sealant. A little maintenance keeps your festive display looking inviting, not neglected. Why let potential go to waste when a 5-minute spruce-up can make all the difference? Imagine a Christmas tree dressed in dried oranges, cinnamon sticks, and lace ribbons. The warm, spicy aroma greets you before the twinkling lights do. This cottagecore style isn't just a nod to nostalgia, it's practical. You can dry orange slices at home, and lace scraps turn into charming bows. There's one catch: these natural ornaments need care. Humidity can spoil dried fruit, so keep your tree away from heaters or steamy kitchens. Still, the result is worth it. You get a tree that feels cozy, handmade, and maybe even a bit magical, like something from an old storybook. Farmhouse kitchen shelves look magical when lined with ceramic houses and snowy bottle brush trees. These simple touches create a nostalgic holiday village right above your countertop. Think of it as storybook charm for your daily coffee break. Arrange houses of varying heights for interest and cluster trees for a forest effect. Ceramic houses glow when you tuck in battery tea lights, offering a cozy evening glow. Bottle brush trees are affordable and come in many sizes by making them easy to group or scatter. Just don't overcrowd. Leave space for your favorite mugs or recipe books so function isn't lost to festivity. Imagine greeting guests with a wreath that feels straight out of a storybook. Gather pine branches, eucalyptus, and a handful of berries from your backyard or a local park. Twist these together for a base that feels alive and fresh. Add quirky, handmade felt mushrooms for a playful touch. Crafting your own felt mushrooms isn't just fun, it's a conversation starter. Use scraps of red and white felt, some thread, and a dash of creativity. Hang your whimsical wreath on the front door and watch neighbors pause, smile, and ask where you found such a delightful piece. Imagine a simple enamel mug, brimming with winter florals. Think pine sprigs, red berries, even a sprig of eucalyptus. Now, add a handful of candy canes. Place it on your sideboard, and suddenly, your space exudes that cozy, homespun Christmas feel without spending a fortune or needing fancy supplies. This arrangement is practical and flexible. Swap in faux greens or real clippings depending on what you have. Candy canes add a pop of color and nostalgia. The only caveat? Watch for sticky fingers. Candy canes disappear fast in households with kids or sweet-toothed adults. Imagine an old wooden ladder leaning by your fireplace, twined with soft knitted garlands and twinkling lights. This simple piece brings warmth and nostalgia, making any space feel like a holiday postcard. The gentle glow creates a cozy mood, while the yarn textures add a homey, handcrafted touch. Don't have fancy decorations? No problem. Use leftover yarn, thrifted bulbs, and a bit of creativity. If the latter looks too rustic, a quick coat of whitewash can brighten it up. Just remember, keep all cords tucked away from curious pets and small children for safety. A window seat can steal the show when dressed with tartan blankets, pine sprigs, and chunky knit cushions. The tartan brings a hint of nostalgia, while the pine adds a fresh, woodsy scent. Chunky knits provide warmth and a touch of rustic comfort, perfect for snowy days. Don't worry about matching everything. Mix patterns and textures for a lived-in look that feels warm, not stiff. Toss a few pine cones into a basket for extra charm. Is there anything better than curling up with cocoa surrounded by these cozy touches? Probably not. A patchwork tree skirt crafted from vintage fabrics delivers instant nostalgia. Each piece tells its own story. Think remnants from grandma's apron or old holiday linens. Add a crocheted trim and you get a warm, homey finish. This isn't just decor, it's a conversation starter beneath your tree. While patchwork and crochet ooze charm, they can pose cleaning challenges. Spilled hot cocoa or pine needles may prove difficult to remove. If practicality matters, opt for washable fabrics or line the skirt with an easy-to-clean backing. Sentiment meets function if you're willing to compromise a little. Step into a cottage bathroom where candlelit lanterns flicker softly, casting warm shadows on rustic wooden shelves. Pine cones arranged in glass jars or scattered along the windowsill add a wintry touch. Even a simple wooden stool can double as a display for festive towels or a tray of cinnamon-scented soaps. Why stop at pine cones? Mix in sprigs of evergreen or holly for a natural splash of color. Old-fashioned lanterns offer charm, but remember safety. Battery-operated candles work wonders and won't set your nerves on edge. The result, a snug retreat that feels like a holiday hug, even on chilly mornings. Imagine a dining table set with wild sprigs of holly, trailing ivy, and fragrant pine. Tuck these greens between vintage brass candlesticks topped with slender tapers. The candlelight casts a golden glow, making even simple crockery feel like heirlooms. Isn't it amazing how humble greenery creates such warmth? Brass elements bring instant old-world charm. If you don't have family silver, thrift stores usually offer brass pieces for a song. Mix natural foliage with mismatched plates and linen napkins for a look that whispers lived-in luxury. Low effort, maximum effect. Just keep those candles away from wandering greenery. Why settle for store-bought decor when you can craft a garland that feels homemade and festive? String together dried orange slices, hand-cut paper stars, and chunky wooden beads. The scent of citrus pairs well with the rustic charm. Plus, it's an easy project that kids can help with. Some might worry about the mess or time commitment. Don't overthink it. Most supplies come from the grocery store or your recycling bin. Lay out your materials, thread them in any pattern you like, and drape your creation across the mantel. Warmth and nostalgia with a sprinkle of creativity guaranteed. Bringing cottage Christmas decor ideas to life turns your home into a warm retreat. Picture pine cones, vintage fabrics, and homemade touches. Each detail adds charm and comfort. Who says holiday magic needs to come from a store? Sometimes the best things are found right at home. Ready to try your hand at a few of these cottage Christmas decor ideas? Start simple, maybe a string of dried oranges or a cozy nook. Experiment, mix old and new, and let your creativity shine. Your cottage-inspired holiday haven is waiting.